The Branding Your Business podcast is for small business owners looking to build a customer favorite brand and a value-driven business. From solo shows covering marketing tactics to experts sharing their brand stories, each episode delivers actionable insights for entrepreneurs who want to impact the world. We're sharing how strategic moves and authentic connections can build a profitable business minus the burnout. Tune into the Branding Your Business podcast with me, Praise Santos McKenna of Come Plum, to design a brand your audience adores while building a life you love. Hey, welcome back to the Branding Your Business podcast. I am your host, Praise Santos McKenna. I'm the founder of the branding studio, Come Plum in San Francisco, California. Many of you know our story that we are mostly visual artists and coaches, and that we help folks with brand photographs, brand websites, brand logos. And yet branding has to do with all of the senses. Today, we are going to double tap into brand sound, why it matters, why you need to be concerned about brand sound, and some cautionary tales as well. You might have seen this trending on social media because White Lotus season 3 came out and folks were expecting their theme song, but then they changed it. And the shock on people's faces was palpable. People did not like it. They wanted the nostalgia of season 1 and 2's theme song. So what happened here and what can we learn? Well, let's talk about brands who do brand sound really well. You know that Disney logo when you're watching the classic Disney movies and the stars going over the castle? It's ba-da-da-da. So fun, right? Or if you have Netflix and it goes bum bum when it's loading up. There's so many sounds that I know you're thinking about it right now when I just sang those, probably a little off key, but you know that sound. You know how to associate it. You know how to pair those things with the brand that it's associated with. Sound is sensory. The more that you can pair together more of the senses, people start to associate that with your business and your brand. So tapping into the sensory is really smart thing to do if you're a brand and business that really wants to be memorable and household name. So here's what we can learn from White Lotus. How do you know when to evolve and remix your brand sound or when to totally change it? So season 1 and 2, they evolved and kind of remixed their brand sound and people loved it. And then in season 3, they totally changed it up. So here are some principles that we can learn from that. First, know who you are. What are your values? What are you about? What is the brand reputation you're trying to create? And can you create a brand sound that aligns with that? So know yourself. You have to evolve as a brand. So you see some businesses that are kind of going out, whether it's the printed newspaper industry or Blockbuster, etc. So you do have to keep up with the times. But is there a way that you can just remix something and build on the nostalgia and familiarity that's already there versus changing the whole thing? You have to have a reason if you're changing the whole thing or starting a new brand, etc. If it's working, hold on to it. If it's working, there's no need for a total refresh, whether it's a refresh of sound, refresh of visuals and logos. If it's working, stick with it. So what does this mean for your brand? We know the importance of brand sound. We know now when to stick with it and just remix it. But what does this mean for you? Maybe you are a creator. Is there a sound that you have at the beginning of your podcast or at the beginning of your YouTube channel? Or maybe there's just a slogan that you say before or at the end of some of your content. What are these consistent things that you can get in people's ears for people to become familiar and associate with your brand? Or maybe a brand sound is not the right direction for you. What other sensory elements can you put in? What other sensory experiences? I know for us, if you've ever come to any of our in-person events, even if you become a guest on the podcast, a sensory experience we love to put in is a few deep breaths before a photo shoot or a few deep breaths before we hit record on a podcast recording. Are there sensory things that people can associate with your brand that they become familiar with that helps build your reputation as a brand? So many ways to go about this. So that is my challenge for you. Should you create a brand sound? Should you start establishing a brand sound? And how can you remix it instead of totally reinventing it? Or lastly, how can you just evolve more of the senses into your brand? Again, thank you for tuning into the Branding Your Business podcast. Let's help you make profitable brands that you and your clients love.